So here we go. I've got an import straight from Japan. A nice little Pokemon game that might seem familiar. And I like this little shipping label it's got. Not sure what it says, but maybe it's fragile. Be careful. So here we have Pokemon the Master Trainer board game from Japan. Or Pocket Monsters. Pocket Monsters, as you can see. I'm not sure which came out first, this or the English. I imagine the Japanese probably came out first. With one key difference, as you can see, there's a nice little Mew here. And also, this is big. It's much bigger. If I compare it to the UK version, just look at the size difference there. And also, no Mew, sadly. So they've had to make a much bigger box just to get Mew in the picture. Anyway, let's open it up and see what exactly is inside. Dun, 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 dun. Here we have it. Pokemon Monsters. Pocket Monsters, rather. So, this is pretty brand new looking, to be honest. I've still got all the original discs there to punch out from. It's quite cool. Go over there. Pocket Monsters board game. This is just like a little box thing. Just to hold it all in shape. Nice. What have we got here? Oh, I'll have to find out what that actually says. In the meantime, what's inside my little Pikachu? It's all the discs. And straight on the top, there we go. There's our Mew. And this is still sealed, maybe? No, they've been punched out, so either they come that way or someone sealed them up really nicely. It's quite awesome of them. But you can see they look slightly different to the English versions on the back, but the front's very different. If I just get a comparison, just looking at this EV versus the Magma, for example, and you can see it's kind of basically the same. It's just the layout slightly different. Possibly it looks a bit neater, maybe. But the main difference being there's now a Mew. Yeah, nice. And then we've got another bag here sealed, and this looks to have all the cards in it. It's got all the counters. It's got the dice. It's even got blank cards and blank Pokemon discs, which is quite good. And there is our gym leader just in there. I'll have a better opening look at that later, but that's all there. Pretty much going to be quite similar. And then our lovely rule set. And I imagine this, well, actually looks like it's got a bit more in it. Let's find out. There we go. So punching this out, this rulebook is a lot bigger than the original Pokemon Master Trainer rulebook. As far as I'm aware, it's going to be pretty much all of the same info though. Is it bigger because it's written in Japanese, so they need more space for more characters maybe? Is it bigger because it's the original edition and they condensed it for UK? Is it bigger just because it is a bigger box, so they had more space? I don't know. Is it bigger because they need to fit in one extra token on this page maybe? Who knows? The one thing to note, they've got the correct numbers for all their Elite Four, unlike one of my versions. It just looks like it's got more in the book, to be honest. And then they've got a nice Pokemon board game news. It's quite cool. It's got an advert here for the Pokemon Master Trainer expansion pack, as you can see there, and all the bits included in there. Yeah. So recently, over on Board Game Geek, Waller R, I believe, or Waller, well, he got a copy expansion pack, opened it up, and put a load of pictures. And it's available on Steam, and I've managed to sort of get a rough translation of how to play. It's got some cool things like these little level up markers you clip to your Pokemon, and you have to fight 3 of the gym leaders at the end and stuff. But now, as I've got an actual Japanese copy, if I ever get around to it, I should be able to mix it in without any problems. And lastly, this big red thing at the bottom isn't an insert, it's the actual board. And here's why the box is so big, because it's an absolutely massive board. Very nice on the back. Pocket Monsters board game. Just flip it over, it just folds out. So this thing is huge. Again, bigger than the English version I've got. Although sadly, not dual layered, so the pieces might slide around from time to time. But I'll have to see how this compares, although that is one thing. 5 spots, not 4, for the rare monsters. Or legendary Pokemon, I should say. I also can't tell if the background art is the same or not. I'm not sure if it's just because the board's larger. I've noticed the art more than I did in the original. But at some point, I am going to have a look at the other game and compare the two anyway. And nothing else in there, just the back of the box to look at, really. There we go. Pocket Monsters board game. Cool, hope you enjoyed that, looking at a Japanese version of Pokemon Master Trainer. It's quite nice to look at different versions of the game to see all the differences. I know I've done it before in Hero Quest, but I've never had one like this, Japanese to English, where it's like quite a big box size difference for starters. And the Legendary Mew exclusive Japan only. Almost just like the video games. Anyway, if you want to see more videos about Pokemon Master Trainer, follow the links up there. They should deal with the other box. Hopefully there'll be some to do with the expansion pack. I've got quite a bit of translating going on with all the new rules, such as Team Rocket trying to hinder you, leveling up your Pokemon, and then the final fight against Elite Four being completely different than how it is now. And there'll be links on the right if you want to follow the series. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Hope to catch you soon.
Team Rocket blasts off at the speed of light. Surrender now.